Hey guys, it's Caleb from KCNE Studios, and today we're going to be continuing my Godzilla backwards reviews, and we are on Ghidorah the three-headed monster. So, before I begin this video, I want to point something out. You see how I'm wearing my Godzilla 1984 shirt? Well, for Christmas, I got an extra one. Yeah, so the deal is, if you want it, we can work, please talk to me, we can do hangouts or something, and, you, you could either put up an offer of money for it, or, if you don't have the money, but you still want it, we could do some kind of figure trade or something, or you can do figure trade even if you do have the money to buy something like this. So, yeah, I'm not gonna nag anyone to buy it. I do kind of want to get rid of it though, because I don't fancy having two of the same shirts. And yeah, so please, if you want this, start a hangout with me or something so we can get this going. So yes, and yeah, so let's get to the movie. Now, this movie, the story is that a Venetian from Venus, prophetess, takes control of this princess that is going to Japan, that is from some foreign country, and so it like kind of corrupts her and controls her and things like that. So she doesn't even know that she's been controlled. She acts like the Venetian. So she goes around telling, as a prophet, like telling people in crowds that Ghidorah the three-headed monster is coming and he's gonna destroy the world and he's gonna end everything. And so basically that's what the movie is about. And so then Mothra and Godzilla and Rodan end up getting together to they put aside their differences after fighting some, and they go together and they fight Ghidorah the three-headed. Together they fight Ghidorah the three-headed monster. So yes, that's what this movie is about, and really that's the story. I didn't really want to get too deep into the story of this, but yeah, so we'll get into the pros and cons of the movie, and then we will end the video. So yes, let me get to my cons on my phone. I take notes on my phone about movies that I watch. And so this time I watched it in the Japanese version, which was, it took away a lot of the cheesiness from the movie. So the cons, so in the movie there were these assassinators from the foreign country that the princess was from, and they were sent by these people that wanted her killed, to assassinate her. So they had these weird Renaissance outfits, and it was just really weird. They're really goofy. Like, no, not even like, no one wears that in the world, like, anymore. It's like, okay, that's really outdated. So that was just kind of a weird part to me, I thought. The movie's too focused on protecting the prophetess, and the monsters are more of a side story until the end of the movie. And then again, it also takes a while to get to the monsters. They used puppets for the fight scene, for some of the fight scenes with Godzilla and Rodan. So really, it was kind of just like Rodan, like banging his head on Godzilla, like as a puppet. And like the fight scene between Godzilla and Rodan was really like not a good fight scene. The fight scene where they all gang up on Ghidorah was a good fight scene, but the fight scene with Godzilla and Rodan wasn't a good one. Okay, so I got a hair in my face. Sorry. Yeah, it really takes away the excitement from the fight scene, if you know what I mean. When Rodan escapes from the mountain, at first, there isn't really a big deal about it. I mean, they're still like focused on where's the prophetess at, and because they keep losing her when she gets into the large crowds, which also doesn't really make sense. She's in large crowds and then she just kind of walks away, and they're like, "Oh, what just happened?" But they still lose her. It's weird. Yeah, they're more focused on tracking the prophetess and less worried about the monsters. The monsters, like I said, are more of a side story. the gunfight at the end with the guy who was protecting the prophetess, um, and the main assassinator, he had a sniper. The other guy had some kind of little pistol, and it that was really like unrealistic. But yeah, that's all for the cons. Let's get into the pros. The casting is fantastic for this movie. The film started the multi-monster battle. This was the first movie that it was more of a 1v1, like not just a 1v1, it was a 1v3. So it started the monster mash melee, multi-monster melee. So like, because before they only did 1v1s really. Yeah, so that was really cool. I liked that. And they definitely continue to go out to continue doing that kind of stuff throughout the series. The Where Are They Now scene on the TV show, it was cool. There was the scene where the main characters were watching TV, and it was a show called Where Are They Now, and they select people from the crowd. So they selected these two little boys, and they'll like bring in whoever they ask to, magically or something like that. I don't really know how they do it, but so they call in the Mothra fairies, and I thought that was a really funny scene. It was really funny. So another pro is the scene where Mothra is talking to talking in like Godzilla and Rodan, just to put aside their differences and to help her fight Ghidorah. I thought that was an awesome scene. It was funny and cheesy, but it was cheesy goodness. So, and yeah, it wasn't just that. The fairies were translating what Mothra was saying, and I just thought it was hilarious. So all the monsters in the like, so all the monsters, their first scene appearances, where they first come into the movie, they were all cool. Pretty much besides Mothra's, because hers was just the fairies talking and stuff like that. So Mothra's wasn't awesome, but Godzilla's, where he's coming out of the water, Godzilla's first scene, he's rising up out of the water. That's a classic, like good scene. They did good at sticking with what it was. Besides in Godzilla versus Mothra, where he just rises up out of the ground, which makes no sense at all. Rodan's, where he's coming out of the mountain. Also that where the guy goes down to fetch someone's hat, and he's trapped down there. That was an awesome scene. And if you notice, okay, so the guy when he's like, "Okay, I'll go get your hat for you," you can see him like towards the end of before it cuts, you can see him go like. He makes this really funny face. It's hilarious. And then of course Ghidorah's scene where he comes in is an awesome one. He just flies out of the rock, starts forming himself. I thought that was awesome, and yeah, I really hope Legendary uses the scene or something like that where he like forms himself out of the rock. I thought that was amazing, and really cool for its time. And then there wasn't that many destruction scenes, not too many, but the final fight scene was awesome. So my final thoughts on this movie, I think this is like the Avengers of the Godzilla universe. It started the monsters teaming up on another monster villain or evil monster, and yeah, I thought it's a really cool movie. Last time I watched it, or before I watched it this time, I had different thoughts on the movie. I watched someone else's review on it. I'm not gonna name their name, but they didn't give it the best review. And you know, they were right about some things, like there's hardly any monster scenes, there's too much gunfights, too focused on the main characters, but you know, in the end, once you watch the fight scene, I think it makes it all worth it. So yeah, definitely not my favorite in the Showa series, but it is a grand movie. And so the last thing is remake. Would it be good if it was remade? Yes, I thought it would be awesome. Legendary might even go for something like this if they put all the monsters that they got the rights from Toho to in this movie, because they're the same exact monsters, and that's what a lot of people are thinking are going to happen. I think they should save their monsters for different movies so they can be a little more spread out. Um, but still, I would love if they basically did another Ghidorah the three-headed monster. Same if Toho did it. And yeah, so anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Make sure if you want this t-shirt, it is awesome, awesome 1984 shirt. I haven't touched it or ruined it that much. Um, so yes, please let me know if you want this shirt. I'll give you a special deal for it. I think it was like $20, but I can lower the price on it, so just so I can get it out there for you guys. And yeah, you could buy it or trade figure or something like that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Make sure to tell me about the shirt if you want it, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Bye bye.